I would like to welcome you into the greatest map you will ever play. And I don't mean this lightly, this isn't my map, so I'm just not going to take any credit for this. There is everything in this map. It is very, very, very cool. Now before you get here, I'd recommend you just do a light warm up first, a free build in the JKC map, which I'll throw up on the screen right now. The JKC map is one tile, so it's going to be slightly less delayed than this one right here, because this one has more storage stuff in it, so it's going to be a little bit more delayed. But the rest of it is actually wild. So there's a lot of sections to this map, and that's what makes it so good for a warm-up. First off, you have all the editing stuff, and I personally do not think the editing stuff is too useful if you know how to play the game already. There's all these drills, but the only way editing is useful is for edit timing. So that's getting like the timing between you press the edit button and when you can confirm it really fast. Like that's the only thing this is good for. The three best ones in my opinion are the piece, aim, and comp. Let's start with the piece because I think it's super good. Now you can choose the bot health and you can choose whether you have peak practice on. So what that means is if you do a bad peak, the bot will shoot you. I'm going to keep it off for now. But I'm going to keep the boss 1 health, so as soon as I hit him, he's going to die. That means I can get as much reps in as possible. We obviously start off with the basic one, which is obviously just the cone above the bot. Then you have a lot of different ones. You can shoot them to go in them. And for example, on this one, you've got kind of like a piece to bot from low ground type of deal. And we hit a really nice shot there. And it just kind of respawns you back in. And you can do the exact same thing again over and over. It is such good practice just for like, if you keep messing with your mechs or you have problems doing good peaks, you can work on your peaks. Just work on like not doing a bad peak. So for example, keeping behind the wall all the time before you shoot. And then you can just press the menu button to go back and you can kind of keep switching. See, on that one I managed to expose myself right here, and that would be bad if this bot was going to shoot me. So I need to make sure I'm here and I can get a good angle off and peek that perfectly. And on the top of this, it's going to feel really natural when you start piecing at people actually in game, because you are fully warmed up and ready. They even have wall drop exercises, so the wall you can drop on this one, I'm not sure which number it is, it might be 8, and you can either pump it, take it, and then kill the bot from there, or you can just pickaxe it and find a good angle to pickaxe it off, and then take the wall. Okay. But that is the kind of piece mode, and if you double tap it, you can go back to home. Might I remind you that if you are struggling with fighting in the new chapter 6, make sure you check out the Fighting Masterclass by Desi Jesus. It has some of the best tutorials you can ever find on fighting from some top tier pros, and I'm soon going to be joining the coaching roster of the coaches creating videos for this masterclass. You can get 17% off at checkout using code JKC, and again the link is in the description, go check it out. And I really like some of these ones in particular. Now the comp one's really interesting. You do headshot box fights, which is kind of like a it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a headshot only box fights with actual just bots, but the bots are super unpredictable. It's very hard to hit headshots on them. So you can just go around building, and that means you can get better at hitting headshots on the people that aren't moving really like freely. In terms of the rest of the comp, we have piece free build, which is just free building, but there's some bots around the area that you can just piece on the way. So for example, if we're running into this guy, we can take the wall, we can run around, and we've suddenly managed him in the full piece, and we respawn, and we can go again. It's really good for practicing your fighting building in particular. Then we have edit training. You can select the edits you want to do. Let's say I just mess up my peanut butter edits all the time. I can then do this, and suddenly I can work on my peanut butter edits as much as I want. You're moving super fast. It's really hard actually. You've got to have good crosshair placement. It's going to be really hard to do. I don't particularly like doing this one as much, but it's still very, very good. Clutch practice is a bit of the same thing. You can set your bot health, set say to 200. You can set what it is. I'm going to go 1v4, and you can go. Now these bots will just be really weird. They'll follow you around, they'll spray you, and they will punish you for doing bad peaks, and you've just got to kind of beat them all. If I stand out in the open too long here, they're going to shoot at me, and obviously their aim is not perfect, but they will shoot. And they are hitting me at the moment. So if you're bad at like having people press you, then this might be the exercise you need to repeat a lot. That was the first 4 of the comp side, and now we have the piece control tunnels, which is a really, really cool, but also a classic of these mechanics training maps. It's basically a set of a tunnel that you have to build through and piece control and get all the pieces off. So there's like codes and stuff that you have to break. And also you like finish, and there's a bot at the end to shoot. You can do it in a lot of like interesting ways. You don't even have to take the wall, you can just pickaxe through it. You can take your shotgun. You can do this, reset, go around this way. You've got a bit of freedom with it, and then at the end you can pull off an optimal peek against the bot as well. So it is a very fun thing to do. Play all, and it shuffles it like a playlist. And you can also change your speed with this, which I really like. I really like these last two, especially this one. The phasing practice is basically where you get put outside the box and you hit the phase in. But this one, pre-fire practice, is one of my favorites. The bots will spray through and you have to pre-fire them. This makes it so much easier with timings and stuff, and you can get really used to just hitting timings against bots. Because a lot of people will just spray their weapon, and being able to do this consistently is super important. And if you mess up, you're going to take a lot of damage. You see, once you get good at it, it is just a timing thing. You want the wall pretty low, to be honest, so you can just do that. Or you can just wait with it open, but it can be a bit harder to see the opponent like this. You see, I thought he was up there, but he wasn't. Or you can just insta it if you really want to. I guess it does practice that aspect as well. The final section is the aim section. This might be the best aim map I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I'm just going to show you a couple of my favorites here. But honestly, wild stuff here from Raider. He's done a really good job. If we go reaction flick, now this one's just pretty simple. You shoot your weapon, a new bot spawns in for you to flick onto. I personally am pretty bad at getting people up close, so this might be one I need to work on. My aim is abhorrent from this, and if you hit a 200, you're going to get a kill. Now you can see the skill level in the top corner. I'm currently level 54. That means I've spent 54 times 10 minutes in this map. Every 10 minutes you spend, you go up a level. It's very cool. They have a side jump shot section where you can work on your side jumps. Not super jumping, which make it harder to hit. You want to slide and then jump. Practice doing that. And you also, one of my favorite things is surge tags and bounce tracking. Now, you'll literally just get a blank slate like this, and you have to just kill the boss out of the sky. You've got 2 bounces to kill each bot. And this has done wonders for my AR aim in tournaments and stuff, for Surge and all of that sort of stuff. It is very good. If you want aim like the top tier pros, do these maps every day and you will have it. Especially with these weapons, they're very easy to master, but people aren't willing to put in the effort to master them. And finally, you've got something like dodge tracking, which you've just got to keep your bullets on the opponent while dodging these things over here. You can use sprint and stuff, but you just have to hit the opponent. Now, I really like this one as well, just because it keeps, especially for keyboard players, it keeps you moving. And if you're new on keyboard, you'll know how hard it is to master the movement on keyboard if you've never played keyboard before. So having this map and having these bots to track is very useful to me, especially. Now, I really love this map, and the map code, as always, is on the screen, and you can see it in the top corner, at the top of the screen. You'll be able to see the entire video. I appreciate if you want to watch another one, click on one on the screen. I just thought to recommend this map to you guys if you hadn't seen it yet, because I do want you guys to get a lot better at the game. And that being said, I'll see you guys in a bit. Have a great day.